Time for the world's biggest election. Vote for the best girl of 2025 from Otaku Den website. You get 10 votes, so protect, simp, bark, do whatever you want, and vote wisely. Link in the description. Who doesn't want a badass waifu protecting them from danger? So, here are 10 romance action anime where the main character's girlfriend is a badass. Let's go. Time for some robot waifus and metal robots. No, I'm not talking about Nier Automata. This happens when Walpurgis Royal Academy of Machina Art, where students learn to mix magic with machines by controlling advanced mechanical dolls called automatons. Raishin Akabane completely fails his entrance exam but gets another chance by fighting elite students in duels to reach the evening party. The winner earns the title of Wise Man and access to some super secret knowledge. With help from his automaton, Yaya, Raishin battles rivals, cheaters, and his own past to move up. I kinda like the whole design and aesthetic of this anime. What stands out right away is the cool steampunk look and strong character designs that match the setting without feeling copied. The fights stay exciting because the rules are clear and each move matters, which keeps you paying attention. Yaya adds humor without ruining the tension, and since she's much more forward and obsessive compared to other OP girls, her character pretty much stands out. It's not every day you get slapped by a tsundere. Wait, it actually happens every day in anime. Let's move to a world where people turn their souls into weapons. These people, called Blazers, train at Hagun Academy to become mage knights. Iki Kurogane is the only F-ranked Blazer, treated like a joke until he walks in on Stella Vermilion changing. Now, Stellar, A-ranked Blazer and Princess, challenges him to a fight. Just like how Yaya, Iki here has a pretty straightforward personality. He's the type of guy who asks a girl to watch him changing as a way to repay him accidentally walking in on her. Stuff like this and his OP nature can keep you hooked to the show. But enough about the guy. What about the girl? Well, the tsundere is an A-ranked OP mastermind, so Iki doesn't exactly have it easy either. Ah, yes. I remember watching this in a day and age where I didn't even know what anime was. Magano is a creepy mirror world where ugly monsters called Kigare run loose and exorcists are the cleanup crew. Benio Arashino, a talented fighter, gets called to Tokyo and bumps into Rokuro Emado, another exorcist with a messy past. When kids start disappearing, they rush into Magano to save them. Problem is, these two have some pretty bad rivalry.
お前なんで喋らねえの？
会話めんどい。
え？
This is the kind of show that sneaks up on you. Early episodes seem simple, but small moments keep stacking up, especially the rivalry between our two main characters. If you haven't known it by now, I have a whole thing for enemies to turn lovers trope, so you can see why I like this anime. The bond between Benio and Rokuro, and both their OP skills and different outlook towards the problems, can definitely keep you hooked.
死んでない。ほんのりいい香りが。え、あれ、かがりさん。何やってるんですか、かがりさん。
Ayaka Kagari is the untouchable princess of Togetsu High, admired by everyone but distant from Hanoka Takamiya, her quiet seatmate. Hanoka's days crawl along until a witch attacks him after school. Yep, we're talking about a real witch. Ayaka saves him and reveals she's a fire witch assigned to protect him. His normal routine is now flipped upside down because he is now caught in a fight between the workshop witches and greedy tower witches after the power tied to him.
かがりさんの髪は かがりさんの髪はいわば神の与えと思うた奇跡なんだよ
I think this fits this topic way more than other shows because the guy is always the damsel in distress. Wait, what do you even call the guy version of a damsel? Anyways, the formula is pretty much Honoka is scared, Ayaka comes to save him, she displays some OP powers with some crazy good animation for a romance anime, and finally saves the day. Honoka can get annoying sometimes, but it's a pretty good formula if you ask me.
面倒だな体勢崩させてもらうぜあっぶね首飛ぶとこだった
なかなか目がいいな。
Instead of one badass girl, how about an entire harem? Fudo Nomura gets expelled and ends up at a school that makes no sense at first. At Aichi Coexistence Private Academy, the girls carry weapons and control everything. Their rule is simple: boys must cross-dress or leave. On his first day, Fudo meets Rin Onigawara from the Supreme Five Swords. She orders him to obey, he refuses, and a loud fight breaks out, putting him on everyone's radar.
それだけに余計腹が立つ。首をよこせ。
I think Fudo himself helps this show step out from the regular harem cliches. For one, the entire setting is bonkers, and Fudo is the perfect protagonist for a setting like this. He breaks rules, speaks his thoughts, and is also overpowered. But once again, let's move to the girls. We've got 5 girls this time, each with their own ability. So the fights between the girls and Fudo, especially the boss fight, is pretty interesting.
お願いだ救急車
あんもううるさいうるさいうるさい。今さら切られたぐらいで騒がないで。
そんな
We're not done with badass girls fighting supernatural creatures, folks. The world has turned into a snack bar for crimson denzins, creepy creatures from another dimension that drain human life energy. When they attack someone, only torches remain, which is basically the soul of the person with no memories. Flame hazes fight back to keep humans safe. Yuji Sakai, a normal high schooler, gets attacked and saved by a girl with flaming eyes and red hair, then learns he's already a torch trying to keep going.
本当のお前は存在を食われてとっくに消えている。今のお前は残りかすよ。
I think this is similar to Twin Star Exorcists in a lot of ways. The fights are clean and easy to track, not a mess of flashing lines. Watching Yuji and Shana deal with teamwork, trust, and constant arguing is more fun than typical romance plots, and the battles always push the story forward or introduce some trivia. Shana is like the more badass sword-wielding version of Taiga Isaka from Toradora. I mean, come on, look at them. Even their appearances look the same.
お前もか。
Time to date spirits. Yes, you heard that right. That's the plot of this show. 30 years ago, giant spacequakes wrecked parts of Eurasia after strange beings called spirits appeared. Shiro Itsuka, a normal high school kid, gets dragged into the mess when one hits Tengu City. He learns the quakes happen when spirits, powerful girls from another world, show up and clash. His sister Kotori runs Radatoskor, a group trying to stop the damage, and pushes Shiro into a weird plan. Date the spirits so they calm down.
どうしてこの子はこんなに強いのにそんな顔をするんだろう
If you like crazy stories with a harem angle, this anime is fun. And I really mean it because the stories are crazy and bizarre as they get, but the girls in the whole harem angle make it fun. The idea of saving the planet by dating supernatural girls sounds dumb, but it works because the show mixes big fights with an emotional arc for each girl. And if you still think it's boring, just wait until Kurumi Tokasaki arrives. Now, that arc is just peak.
殺さなくっちゃな
Now this is kind of a little different. In late 90s Japan, a run of strange suicides, all linked to the same abandoned Fujo building, hits the news. Chiki Royugi, a blunt, sharp-edged girl with a dangerous supernatural ability, thinks something else is causing it. With Toku Ozaki, a magic expert who makes dolls, and Mikiya Kokuto, her steady helper, Shiki digs into the case and uncovers secrets tied to a hidden dangerous world.
でもね、シキ。始末しろはないだろう。その言葉遣いだけでも何とかしてくれ。君は女の子なんだから。
I'm just talking about the first movie here, but if you want to watch the show, it has 7 movies, and the romance becomes the main focus in the 2nd, 5th, and 7th movies. Shiki is the badass girl who deals with supernatural threats, while Mikiya is the good boy who keeps assisting her. Technically, this is just only a part, which makes the anime great. Most of the time, it's the supernatural elements, music, and the fight scenes by Unforgettable which makes this peak.
栗山さん
We're moving to supernatural stuff again. Are you starting to notice a pattern? Mirai Kuriyama, the last of her clan, uses blood magic to hunt Yomu, monsters formed from human negativity. When she stabs Akihito Kanabara, a half Yomu who cannot die, her job goes off track. Instead of finishing him, they form a really awkward friendship with failed attacks, school club meetings, and other fighters hiding in the literary club.
逃げてるんじゃない戦略的撤退だ戦って僕が勝てないのは何度もやって実証済みだろ
Visually, the show looks great, with action scenes that are easy to follow and fun to watch, but what I really loved is the cast. The cast acts like students under stress, they joke at bad times, make mistakes, and protect each other without speeches. Watching this anime is like playing an RPG, something like a Persona game where you manage high school life with supernatural chaos. And even if you don't like that kind of thing, you can still go for the world's first clumsy but badass anime girl with social anxiety.
さあおいで 君を味合わせて
Time for some Evangelion. Wait, I don't think anyone likes calling Darling in the Franxx Evangelion. Anyways, in a future where humanity is barely hanging on, kids are trained to pilot giant robots called Franxx to fight terrifying monsters called Klaxosaurs. Hiro, a former hotshot who's kind of a loser now, runs into 02, a super scary pilot with actual horns who's rumored to kill her partners. After one monster attack, they're forced to team up, and soon the guy realizes 02 has a big history with him.
助けようとしてくれたんだ礼を言うよありがとう
If there is one show that knows how to nail the messy, awkward mess of teenage crushes, but with giant robots and horned girls, then this is it. Evangelion did it in a more depressing way, but if you want something a little less depressing but still a little depressing, then I think this show does a good job at it. The characters act like a high school drama exploded into sci-fi chaos, and that's part of the fun. 02 is your typical badass waifu, so if that's what you need, it's got that too.